Moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Rip right, rip right. Switch. Check.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Kill.
Prescott on first down. That one complete to Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I'm going to run you over.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A first down carry by Elliott. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Elliott. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Here we go. Go right in. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Go right in.
Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. For a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Now, lady. Motion, motion, motion. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Darnold on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Darnold now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 10. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do the...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
21-0, our score after 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They come out here in the eye. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now Elliott trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Tim carry now for Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. Cooper was the target there.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Ready? And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, high 7.
Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
25, check 25, check 25.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I'm here all day.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check it out.
Here's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
What's up? Yo, lady.
Mike 54. Here I come. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, Echo.
Bandit. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Woo!
On first down, Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Kill.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It'll be a gain of 4 here, and it will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
6 man. Check girls, check girls, check girls. Jim. Young lady. Check 6 guys. Young lady. Bravo.
Mike 54. Mike 50.
Ready? Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Prescott, right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 8 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
42, Jets 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails. Over the end line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Lady. Check 15.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go, Sam.
Mike by 4.
I got him.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Go, lady.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 2nd down now. It's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie. We own them.
And they are going for it. Darnold, that's to his running back, complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Mark 55! Mark 55! What we got? What we got? What we got? 55's mine, guys. 55. Go. Go.
Red 80.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Check. Hatchet. You go tight. Lady, you got tight right there.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Watch 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Red 80.
Hey, Foxtrot.
54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Back to throw, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Red 80. Hey, orbit.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
SOS. Red 80. SOS. Joker. Red 80. Check 24. He's coming. Double up.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
They'll go for it with Bell. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They're not ready for this.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's go.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Prescott now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Prescott now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the twist. Watch it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold caught here by Griffin. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike, 55. Mike. Hey, exit. Mike, 55. Right there.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to look deep for Perriman. They've got his man complete. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now this throw caught left side. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Looking to throw. Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Elliott a 1st down and more. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Rush in, rush in.
Here's Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Right there, 54 Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Here we go, here we go. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Shift.
Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Haywood. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Hey, kill. Back to you. 57. Go. Get out there. Hey, watch your leg. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 26.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation in there. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on, like, the fifth tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Watch 55. Watch the run. Red 80. Check 50. Hey, Alpha. Check 55.
A first down throw, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
On second down, it's Bell. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. You're trash.
One last throw now for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.